Like I can do anything.
I mean, honestly.
With this. So I had to sit down and identify what are the tasks that I routinely need to do, but I really don't have time or energy to do them. How can I automate this?
Yeah.
So 3 parts. You either act on it, you're going to automate it, or you're going to assign it. That's always been the way that I've handled my task for my business.
Oh, that's good. You don't need a bigger payroll. You need a smarter playbook. One of the things that I often hear from people when we talk about this term scaling is I don't have the money and I don't have the budget. I don't have the income. I'm not generating enough revenue to bring on additional team members to take care of some of these tasks. And I often share with people, you can't look at scaling as synonymous with hiring. Yeah. Can't look at scaling as being synonymous with bringing in physical resources to take care of certain tasks. Scaling can be hiring your nephew. Somebody needs to go talk to their niece or their nephew right now and get them to start doing something for them for their content journey. But scaling also has shifted drastically in recent years with the advent of AI. And I'm excited about some of the opportunities that have come with that because honestly, there are some tasks that I believe that AI can do, if not more consistent in some ways because of the way that it's been set up. And if you're using it strategically, it could actually be more efficient. Think about that. On this podcast, we've talked about this before, using AI as the intern and not the boss. I want to repeat that again. AI is the intern, not the boss. You still got to check up after it, you know. Intern, if an intern gave you work, would you just turn it into the no. You would check after it. And so we're excited today to have with us a content creator, content coach, but also an AI mastermind, my good friend, Tanya Smith. How are you?
I am doing great, and I'm so thrilled that we get to talk about this.
Oh, man. Listen, I when I knew you were going to be in town, I was like, I've got to get myself ready because if she even has 10 minutes for us to chat, there's so much that we can lean into. There's so much that we can, parse. And she's going to be our guest co-host for today. I use the term guest co-host because we're going to teach this thing together. I want to share with you 5 steps to build your AI creator team. My name is Kirk Nugent, and this is the How It All Works podcast. And today, our guest co-host is Tanya Smith. And family, I want you to really get a pen and paper out because right around here, I'm going to ask my editor to put up a screenshot of Tanya's team. And it's got all the team members and their pictures and their names. And it even has a description of what they do. And I think that thing is absolutely amazing. Just give us a little bit of the backstory of how this came about.
So I actually have been, I've been a solopreneur now for over 20 years.
Wow.
And I've picked and chosen different like real team members, right, over time and outsourced to different team members. And I've always had an issue. Look, this is my type A personality. So I'm just going to be transparent. I've always had this issue with sometimes reliability, doing work in a way that I would do it.
Absolutely.
Ethics. There's been some. Yeah.
That's a big one. Yeah.
So there's
Integrity.
been some challenges, right? What I now have learned about AI is that I get a chance to really leverage it in such a way. Look, I've always wanted, I've had this dream of having a superpower of being able to multiply myself.
Okay.
And like do like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, I know I'm not good at everything.
Listen, you're hitting the nail on the head. People are resonating right now.
Look, so AI has allowed me to do that. It has allowed me to multiply my work ethic, integrity, character, all of those things, but also to have knowledge in areas that maybe I may not have the knowledge or the experience and skills.
Wow.
So building an AI-generated team has been a game changer.
Listen. I mean, honestly, the when people hear this phrase, building an AI team, I think they're excited.
Yeah.
Because
they're also nervous.
They believe that this is cost effective.
Yeah.
And or nominal. I mean, you still have to have the maybe Claude. You got to have the services. You have to pay for
need to pay for
probably need to pay for the professional plan as well.
Yeah.
So there is an investment, but it's not anywhere near, salary, health benefits, dental, and vacation package. It's nowhere near that.
The taxes, all of that. No.
Exactly. And then the overhead of just, payroll, all of the above. So there is a net benefit from that, but what you would have to do is the sweat equity, right? My assumption is that there's going to be something you have to build.
Yes.
Like you're going to actually have to do some work.
Yes.
And so let's kind of parse through that a little bit. First, as I talked to you before we recorded the podcast. I want to talk about auditing the friction. And you really kind of hit the nail on the head where this is concerned, talking about being, type A. But before you can really leverage AI, you got to identify what's draining your energy.
Yes.
And, where you could benefit from having an extra set of hands.
Right.
In your case, you have somebody tracking your finances and you named him Taylor.
Yeah.
Or was it man or woman? I can't remember. Or you have somebody handling lead generations and scheduling like Casey.
Yeah.
So these were areas that you specifically chose and said, these are areas I need something or someone to really help me handle. And how did you build those out?
So initially I started with 5 and I ended up building up to 7. What I was looking for were skills that I felt these need to be on a recurring basis, right? Something that I need to tap into on a recurring basis. So I knew, for instance, finances.
It's huge.
I don't want to spend the time to track this on a daily basis, but I need a way to track it on a daily basis. You want to be able to glance at
a number that has been calculated, has been looked at, it has been poured over, and you say, okay, that number looks about right. Or that number,
something's a little off, right?
Let me go and dig a little deeper. Yeah.
And so from an accuracy standpoint, my financial person is able to pull from receipts because Gmail is connected to my Gmail, is connected to my calendar, is connected to other tools, right? That are, and by the way, I'm using Claude Cowork in case anybody's wondering.
Yes.
So I had to sit down and identify what are the tasks that I routinely need to do, but I really don't have time or energy to do them. How can I automate this?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Kirk, honestly, this goes way back to when I used to teach people about systems, way back when I was a systems coach.
Oh, come on.
I broke things down into 3 buckets.
It's all systems. As an OCD guy with PMP certification and Scrum Master, it's all systems. It's all systems. Go ahead.
So 3 parts. You either act on it, you're going to automate it, or you're going to assign it. That's always been the way that I've handled my tasks for my business.
Oh, that's good.
So when I sat down thinking about what are going to be the tasks that are recurring, that are repetitive, that I need done, if I don't want to act on it or just don't want to put the time into acting on it, what can I automate and what can I assign? And the thing about Cowork is that you're able to create these entities, these virtual entities and identities that you're saying, hey, this is your role.
That's it.
This is your only role. You're a specialist in this thing.
Wow.
And not only do you assign it to these tasks, but you also then give it access to the connecting points that it needs to have access to, like I said, Gmail, to pull my receipts, right?
It can pull in those different pieces.
Exactly.
Because the natural thinking would be that, okay, let me just give it the receipts. Let me create this additional manual step.
Correct.
But for you, it's just a matter of, no, just send it to my Gmail.
So I've given it that permission. And then the other thing, which I think is what's so powerful about Cowork and Claude, is that you can assign it to do it on a routine. So you can give it a schedule.
Yeah,
so
that's different.
That's very different than just regular chat.
But some of the others, you can't put it on a schedule. You can manually kick it off, but you can't. Oh, that's good.
Right. So I have this taskmaster who actually goes through my calendar on Google and my Gmail and a couple other things, and it gives me a daily brief So at 5 a.m,
That is
it's pulling the brief
phenomenal.
together and saying, okay, I need to show it to you.
Come
too.
on, I need to see this.
Right? Because the daily brief starts off with, hey, this is something that is top of mind that you need to make sure you pay attention to for today. Here's what your weather's looking like in Dallas today.
Come on.
Right? And then it breaks down my calendar so I know what appointments are coming up. And then it even pulls in the trends for me of content marketing and video. And says, these are the top 3, because I told it, hey, I can't get a whole list of 100.
I need
give
some
me
bite size. Yeah, I love that.
And make sure that it is something that is relatable to my audience.
Oh, my goodness.
So once you've set these different taskmasters in place for their different specific jobs, then you can assign it based on the schedule and say, I want this every day, or I want this every Monday.
Right.
So every Monday, I have another,
Come
AI
on.
member that says, hey, I'm pulling from Subscriber, which is an app that I got on AppSumo.
Yeah.
I'm pulling from Subscriber, which is attached to your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So you're getting insight
Right?
and data, right?
And I know that of the next 30 episodes that you want to do, these 3 are the next ones that you need to focus on. Which one would you like to focus on for this week?
Wow.
So it's giving me all of these things like in a sequence.
Yeah.
And based on this, the rhythm that I have for my show.
I was going to say, this is not
Right?
cookie cutter, something
Right.
you grab off shelf. This is custom designed and built with
Correct.
you in mind, like the way that you actually work. I think that's the missing piece. I love how you have kind of set it up, assigning specific AI personas,
Yep.
right? Not necessarily treating AI as a generic search engine, because I think that's where a lot of us get stuck, but distinct roles, right? You created Jordan for your editorial direction,
Yeah.
Dakota for your email follow-ups, and you give your AI clear job description, brand voice, and specific objectives, so it
Yes.
executes exactly how a human employee would.
Yeah.
That is a lot. It seems like, I don't know, maybe just from the
No, it's
outside
a
looking
lot.
in, it seems like it's a lot to set up initially, at least.
So here's the thing. If you sit down, first of all, if you've been doing business like as long as we have, right?
Yeah.
Then you kind of have some ideas of the things that need to get done, right?
This is true. You have that running list in your head. Yeah, absolutely.
These are things that have to be done. I know I've been horrible at doing email follow-up.
It's so true.
So I need to get this done.
Listen, when I
need my
saw email follow-up,
sequences.
I was like, oh my word.
Right.
That I am terrible at that.
I'm training, like that email team member gets trained on specific sequences. Like this is a sequence that follows sales. This is a sequence that is just for nurture. This one is right.
Okay, yes.
So that it can interpret based on what I'm asking it to do. And I can go in and ask each of them individually what I need done, or I can go in and start a chat in Claude Co-work inside of a project, which I didn't mention that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
So let me back up and say, once you've identified what task members are going to be a part of your team, you need to have these be inside of a project folder. So mine is Stream Like a Boss Headquarters, HQ. So inside of that headquarters project folder, that's where all of these team members live.
Got it.
And so I've trained that folder that, these are my team members, and I need you to give them, whatever task that I asked you to get done, assign it to the appropriate role so that the work gets done.
That's it.
And here's the sequence that I want my emails done. This is when I want my live stream situation set up. This is when I want, right? So everything is according to that.
That's amazing.
Right? So you got to you got to think through, but it's just like if you were assigning real people and hiring real people to do the things that are urgent for your business.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so setting all of this up inside of that project, now I can go to that project and start a new chat inside of the project and say, you know what, this week I'm going to be on vacation and I know there's some things that I need to get done. Go ask my team to work on this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And so then it will assign based on how I've described those roles to Taylor.
Wow.
Right, to Casey.
Yeah.
To whoever it is that needs to take on.
Gold.
And I can ask it and say, I don't know who should be working on X. Who should be working on that? And it'll say, oh, that one, that's so-and-so.
Dang.
Right?
Man, this is like a real team.
It's a super team.
Yeah.
And so here's the other thing about organizing the output.
real quick, I know you're enjoying the podcast episode. I want to get you right back to it, but I also wanted to inform you, let you know, make you aware of some of the things that we do at Composition, some of the things that I provide in terms of helping you to level up based on the fact that you're watching this podcast episode, that you have been following this channel, maybe that you've stumbled upon this particular topic. You already let me know that this is an area you want to grow in. You want to establish yourself as a thought leader. You want to grow and engage an audience. You want to funnel clients to your business. Well, that's what we do here at Composition. We have the A-List Digital Footprint Program. We have clarity calls. We have discovery calls. We also have one-on-one coaching programs that you can engage in. We also have the No Video Editing Required Challenge as well.
90-minute no video editing challenge showcasing my Live to Drive workflow.
All of these things are available on my website, kirknugent.com. I would love the opportunity to talk with you, hear more about your story, figure out how we can create that into a blueprint for your success so that you can achieve your dreams and your goals, so you can leverage all the principles, all the strategies that we're sharing in this podcast episode. If that interests you, head on over to kirknugent.com, scan that QR code, hit the first link in the description or in the comments below, and let's get back to the episode. Grace and peace.
And this is something I learned after I screwed it up a couple of times. For a minute, probably the first week or so, I noticed, okay, you're putting everything, because it's connected to a drive inside of my Google Drive that's on my local computer.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, I've started seeing a lot of files in that one folder. And I said, I can't operate that way.
No.
I need you to organize. So I need a naming convention. Give me some ideas on the best naming convention. And so now and it did all of this. Claude is doing this.
That is amazing. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, so did you have to come up with the system? But no, you just
I said, knowing how I think. Wow. Now, because here's another thing. This is the beautiful thing about it. When you're training Claude on your ideal client and telling it this is who I like to work with, blah, blah, blah. You also train it on your persona. Yeah. So I've given it my personality. I've told it what your that voice, I'm a manifesting generator when it comes to this, like INTJ. So it knows how I think and how I work.
Love it.
And I've trained it on my documents, like the way I speak.
And for some people, that's really probably the crux of their the genesis of the work is because if you don't understand it about yourself, I mean, let's just keep it a stack. If you don't know who your client is, if you don't know who your target market is, or what you like and what you don't, or in what scenario you can bring your best. Yeah. Right. And what is that cheat code? If you don't know those things, that's actually probably the beginning. Yes. And then you want to let AI learn you to be able to get to this stage. Because I do believe that getting to this stage, I mean, because you've been several iterations, several platforms before arriving here and being able to set up this entire system. So I did want to make sure that piece is there. But something else that you kind of talked about or touched on is this idea of content, but not just from content, but what I like to call the multiplication strategy, right? I mean, it's content repurposing, but with hands off. Yeah. I mean, so talk about that. I mean, take one primary piece of content, like a single weekly live stream, and hand it off to which one is this one now? Is it Riley? Riley, the content repurposing producer?
Riley could be the repurposer. I don't have all the names straight in my head, but guess what? Claude knows. So when I go in there and say, I need this repurposed, right?
Boom, done.
So, I just assigned them names because I wanted it to be more personal. And I wanted it to, right?
Yeah.
And because it does feel like a real team. It's not just Claude.
That's the thing.
It's like a whole team of people that I can go to. So repurposing, what I do, because it's a part of my live stream sequence, when I'm done with figuring out which transcript or which script I'm going to follow.
Okay.
Right? Once I build that out for the show.
Right.
Then on Thursday night, Riley knows to go in there and say, hey, okay, do you have your transcript ready?
Done.
And I'm like,
Mercy.
Oh, yeah, let me get that to you. So I'll paste the transcript in there. And then it starts spitting out, okay, so we've just created the promotional email. We created a LinkedIn post. We created a couple of ideas for you, some concepts for images. Which ones do you like? Like, we're having conversation back and forth about how to create the next thing. And one thing that I've started doing.
This is amazing.
I'm telling you, look, I can go all day on this because
This is amazing.
Dude, my smoke started coming out of my ears one day. I was like, this is just, like, I can do anything.
I mean, honestly.
With this.
That's
so this
amazing.
past week, I actually taught my team, my academy members, real live people, I taught them about how to use artifacts. Because here's something I'm getting ready to build into this process is, lead magnets. The old way of doing lead magnets, that doesn't work anymore.
At all.
You can't be like, hey, go sign up for my newsletter. And people be
And
like,
people just, let me go grab
whatever.
that. No.
I got 5,000 newsletters coming in my email inbox. It's got to be something better.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So now I've started creating Claude artifacts. And so what a Claude artifact can do is it literally can take that live stream video and it can turn it into a guidebook.
Oh, wow.
So that becomes another tool. Right? It's a lead magnet that I can now send out to people and say, hey,
guidebook.
I got to show you the one that I just recently did. So one.
I wonder what it would do with this episode. Like, come on.
Dude. I'm telling you, this is going to turn this into.
Come on, let's go.
I think one that I just created is gap.streamlikeaboss.tv. If you look that up, we can pull that up and I'll double check that.
Yeah.
But turns it into a guidebook. So I have the video in there, and then it literally has a 3-tabbed guide that breaks down the gap framework from that video that I just taught, right? It breaks down the G, the A, and the P, and at the bottom it's got a call to action that leads people to my website or to book a discovery call. Right. Or to whatever your program is.
This is the cheat code, man.
Dude. So all of this, I've gone into Claude Cowork and I've said, okay, now I'm going to start creating this lead magnet after my live stream. So I need you to add that to the task. Assign it to whoever the best team member is for that. And it's like, oh, let me give that to Ava or whoever, right? So, yeah.
This is amazing.
And I need you to do this on Sunday at 6 a.m.
And those tasks are done.
And it just runs.
Yeah. See, I think I love all of this. And I love this. I love all of this. We could go for hours just diving into the nuts and bolts of it. I definitely, towards the close of our episode today, I definitely want people to know this framework that you built out. Yeah. 'Cause I saw that on Facebook where people can answer a certain amount of questions that'll help them kind of start building their own team. So I definitely want you to talk about that. And then I definitely also want you to share with our audience how they can work with you as well.
Okay.
But before we get into any of that, I did want to touch on this, what I think is very central. The team still has to have a CEO.
Yeah.
And every component of leadership always starts with self-leadership. That's kind of why I was talking about this whole concept of you don't know your own language, your own idiosyncrasies, quibbles, quirks, your own limitations, so that you can build around them, so that you can plan for them, you can hack your way to success almost. That piece is critically important. But in addition, there's just so many people out there that are using AI and they look at AI as the boss.
Yes.
They look at AI as the CEO.
That's a mistake.
But the thing that I love about that org chart that you put together, right? You're at the top.
Yep.
You're the CEO. Just kind of talk through that part. I definitely want to make sure that we drive home that piece today as well.
I think it goes back to what you said earlier about really knowing who you are and look, if I didn't understand the directives I'm giving to Claude, it's going to create its own thing.
Mercy.
And then I can't speak to that. I can't back that up. Whatever it's coming up with, those are its ideas.
Its own idea,
Or ideas that it's pulled from other people from out in the internet sphere, right? So it's not going to be yours, and you can't speak to that or deliver on the promise that you're making with your content.
Exactly.
To me, it literally is about you always being the captain at the helm. Like,
listen, I love that.
You're the driving force behind all of this stuff. You cannot allow AI to lead you. Because if you do that, again, you're never going to be able to deliver on that because that's not coming from you and from your knowledge and your experience, right?
Yeah, you can't be authentic as you deliver that.
And you can't be differentiated, which is a big deal.
Piece.
And that's what I
Wow.
keep trying to tell people. Like, look, if you keep on trying to wait for AI to tell you who to be and how to speak and to write the script for you ahead of time, what's going to happen is you're going to fall into the same lingo that the two other people down the street, right? Everybody's YouTube channel is going to look exactly the same.
Yeah.
There is no reason for people to hire you because you're not any different from the next person.
Good night.
So you have to be able and be willing to put the effort into knowing who you are, what you stand for, your values. What is it that you truly are gifted at doing? We all have unique gifts and talents.
So good.
And our experiences and our stories matter. So one of the things I've even done with my Claude co-work and with any AI that I use, including Notebook LM and all the other ones, is I feed it from stories as I think about transformational stories and things that, we just talked about a transformational story before this.
We did.
As I think about things, I've learned to pick up my phone and turn on, whether it's ChatGPT or anything else, microphone, and let me start speaking into it.
Good.
Here's a memory that I want to put in play. I want you to remember that this happened.
Wow.
And I want you to add this to my list of transformational stories.
Yeah.
So that I can pull from this when I need it and down the road for future content.
This is what people don't talk about.
Yeah, because this is unique. This is what makes you.
The stories.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I pull in testimonials from people about work I've done with
putting
them.
that into the platform.
Case studies, all of that.
Wow.
That's my stuff that makes my content, what it outputs is going to be uniquely for me and my business.
That's so good. Oh, and this is one of the reasons why you also pay, because you want to keep that for you. You don't want that being part of the larger model that everybody can pull from. No, this is for you. That's so good, man.
Look, you paying $200 a month for Claude. That beats you paying $1,000
easily,
$2,000
easily
for an entire team of 7 people. That's like peanuts.
It's nothing when you really consider it. And that's I think those are the payoffs. That's the trade-offs. And in fact, there was a quote I was supposed to say at the beginning. I'll say it now. You don't need a bigger payroll. You need a smarter playbook.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that too.
I love that. And this last one here, I'm looking at my time. I'm just trying to be mindful. But yeah, this one says, building an AI creator team is the ultimate operational leverage. Frees you from repetitive tasks and empowers you to focus exclusively on the strategic human connections that actually grow your brand. Because that's this is the thing. People think that I got to get the AI and the AI is going to be my brand. No. The AI is going to do the busy work and the behind the scenes infrastructure so that you can really shine as the brand. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
This is why I am so, I had started down this path, and I know we're limited on time, so I'm going to keep it short, but.
No, listen, I want to hear
it.
They're all, the whole audience right now is like, Kirk, shut up, let her talk.
No, because I just need to say this, because I know that a lot of people are outsourcing their video talent too.
It's true.
Right? And so I had gone down this path for a hot minute of even starting to create AI video avatars. And then I had to pull back because I said, that is not my brand. My brand truly is about, from a video perspective, leveraging live streams to create connection between people.
So good.
It's the chat that's in the, it's the comments, it's the dialogue with me and you.
Yeah.
I don't want to outsource that.
No.
That's where I am
that's
the shine.
Human piece.
Right? That's where I'm the superstar. The AI can be behind the scenes. I love AI for the efficiency in the background and the flows and the systems, but I am not going to give it my voice such that it replaces me as a human, because it's never going to have the relationship building. I can't give AI a hug.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can't come and visit AI, right? Like I get to be here in the space with you. There's nothing like that.
That is not supposed to be replaced.
And that's why I stepped back from that part and said, I got to be on camera, but I'm gonna let AI do the systems stuff.
Yeah, it can do the teamwork.
Yeah.
It can do the teamwork. Look, there's an itching question. Somebody's out there right now saying, Kirk, you said you're going to share with us a link. You said you're going to share with us some information. You're going to share with us where do we go? We want to learn how to build this. I want you to talk about. I know there was I can't remember the name. It's like a platform that you were using to kind of as a questionnaire. We definitely want to make sure that link is in the description.
Oh goodness!
I know.
I didn't know we were talking about this today.
But also I also know that I want people to be able to find you and follow you.
Yeah.
So share your handles, share your websites, people.
Yeah.
And if you have a one of those guides or artifacts, listen, we're learning new terminology today, man. But whatever you have, we want to make sure we have those. We want to include them in the video.
Okay.
But also want to include them as links in the description as well. So yeah, share.
Well, I'm pulling up the link to make sure you have the right one for the team. But I'll say the best way to find me is always going to be links.streamlikeaboss.tv.
Links.streamlikeaboss.tv.
Because that will send people to where they need to go, depending on how they want to connect with me, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. I did find it. I had to go through.
You got to scroll. You got to scroll a while.
Because I'm creating so much stuff, y'all. It's ridiculous right now. This is a really long one. But
we'll put it in there.
Build your AI team.
Yeah, that's the one.
But there's a dash between each
all of those words, right?
Right. And then it's .netlify.
That was it.
App.
Netlify.app.
So netlify.app. And I haven't changed that to a custom domain yet, but I do need to do that. I haven't changed it yet, but I've learned to start to do that too. Like we need to use our own property.
Right.
Right. So the rest of my apps are all with
gonna be branded, right?
Streamlikeaboss.tv. But yeah, there was
I think that post had like 190 comments on there.
It was ridiculous.
It was something crazy. And everybody was just trying to figure out, like, give me this.
They were like, how are you doing it? And so actually what was happening is they were asking me how I was doing it. And I finally said, okay, let me just create an app to help you build your own. Because you can't build yours like mine.
You have to, See,
because mine is built on my system.
And with all the context and information that you have shared with it. Because that's you. Yeah.
Correct. So that's why that Netlify app that I built for people, it lets you answer the questions based on your needs.
Yeah.
So that you then can go through the rest of the process. Now, people are asking me, what's the rest of the process, though? So I need to put something together. I'm going to have
a workshop or something. We're going to have to do something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to do that.
We're going to have to have you come back to Huntsville and hang out with us again.
Yeah.
When we get our in-person studio set up, that'll be a great workshop to have you come and do.
Oh,
that'll be a lot of fun. Come on.
I'm coming for that for sure.
But we can't thank you enough today. So links.streamlikeaboss.tv is where they can find all of your different platforms. And if there's, if they can join your mailing list, if they can, book a call with you, all of that information is there. So I want to encourage you to do that, family. Don't waste this resource. This is absolutely amazing stuff. The truth of the matter is, man, when we think about AI, sometimes it has a negative connotation.
Yes, it does.
And I think that negative connotation stems from the fact that we're using it incorrectly. People want to have a connection with other people. I ask this question when I give a certain presentation where I say, when you are looking at a piece of content online, you kind of have a little side eye because you're trying to say, is that real or is that AI? And then I asked them, why are you doing that? They were like, well, because I'm not certain. I was like, okay, then when you find out it is AI, what do you feel? It's like, I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
I feel like I got robbed. I'm like, that feeling right there, I think we can get over it when we put things in their proper place.
Right.
AI is not meant, I just love the way you said that, to replace the human connection. And when we're on video, even if it's, you're watching a replay or you're watching a clip or you're watching a reel or something repurposed, but when you're on video, you are a real person talking to other real people.
Yeah.
And there is a human connection. There's something that is spiritual. There's something godly, right? Innate that God has just literally imprinted upon us that we seek after. Like community is the one thing that we see in the Godhead that God said, I've got to correct this. It's not good for the man to be alone. He wasn't talking about romantic, y'all. He was saying, we are one. I'll need them to have the same experience.
Yes.
And so we can't outsource that, family. But with AI, we can build out our infrastructure. And we can build it in a way that is informed by our own lived experiences, informed by our own stories, and it will enable us to be more effective, efficient, and put out the content, because that, family, is how it all works. I love this. I've just had such a phenomenal time. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for the questions and for, putting me on the spot.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I had a grand time. Family, we will see you in the next one.